So recently I made a video talking about the fact that I am selling off most of my video game collection. I have been collecting video games for over 20 years now, actively, building up a very sizable collection. This isn't what you see over here, isn't all of my collection by far. There's a whole nother bookshelf here. There's stuff hidden away, and I just decided, it's a bit too much. It's definitely a bit too much right now. I've obviously had some things happen in my life where it's kind of like you got to question things a little bit. And some people have just been kind of speculating about stuff. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job of explaining everything that was happening with it. I don't vanity search. I know a lot of people do on like Twitter and YouTube. I don't care what people are saying about me, but people, fans of the channel, people that watch it do send me videos. I've seen positive videos about me selling off my collection. I've seen negative videos about me selling off my collection. People saying that I'm actually like lying about selling off my stuff, and that is this just a pity party to get money from you. Which, I mean, if I wanted to do that, I would do a GoFundMe or something, but I'm not doing a GoFundMe because I'm okay. But let's just kind of clear the air about where the sale is on the collection and some of the things that I've seen brought up as to why I'm doing it. First and foremost, I do potentially have some buyers. I've been talking to some people. I basically categorized about 1,400 different items, and then I just got tired of categorizing, and I was like, this is what it's worth on price charting. Make me an offer and you'll get a bunch of additional stuff for free, because I just don't care. Now, a lot of people have been hitting me up asking me if I'm splitting things up. I'm not. I'm sorry. I want to do this all bulk. I just want to do one transaction because it's very time consuming. Because with the amount of stuff I have, it would be essentially like running a video game store out of my own house, constantly having to mail stuff off, individual items. I would rather just do a big bulk transaction. Like I said, I do have some potential buyers. I may actually be making a deal. I probably will be making a deal this week with someone. I'm just waiting to hear back from one or two people. If I don't hear back from them, I'm going with someone who has made an offer and is, willing to give me a nice chunk of change. Now, with that being said, like I said, I'm not selling off everything, and that's something that keeps getting lost in the message. Like PlayStation 3 stuff, Xbox 360 stuff, and up, most of that stuff is staying. A lot of my Nintendo Switch stuff is staying. Now, there is a bunch of games that I've bought for my Switch that I've never opened up, but I own digitally. So yeah, I'm getting rid of those because that's kind of the point of having a secondary physical copy, so that if you want to sell it down the road, you can. But it's never been about collecting. It's never been about having a box copy of Deion Sanders Primetime with this sale. It's about the games to me. I have actually went ahead and purchased this, a launch box mini PC that plays PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 and, harder to emulate stuff. It is a mini PC, so I could play all the Sega Saturn games. I could play Xbox games. I could play up to PlayStation 3 games. And yeah, it's not going to run those games phenomenally great, but I still have my PlayStation 3. I still have my PlayStation 3 discs. It's always been about just downsizing for me. I've seen people say, oh, you're doing this for, your hospital bills, and you just don't want to say it. That's not the case. If I was really doing this all for my medical bills, I would just flat out say it. I'm put on a payment plan with the hospital. I'm good, on that aspect. It sucks because it's a lot of money, and, I don't like spending money. I'm a cheap person, but I'm fine with it. It is what it is. The healthcare system in the United States is all over the place. And, if I could get healthcare right now, trust me, I would, but I can't. You can only do it during the open enrollment period, unless you lose your job where you had insurance or something like that. I'm self-employed, it's a different ball game for me. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk with it. It's just, it sucks, but that's not the reason. It's not like I woke up one day and I was like, shit, I need a bunch of money to pay off my medical stuff. Let me sell my games. No, it was nothing like that. And I think one of the big things that I see from people is, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret selling off my video games. I'm going to regret this, that, and the other. And I'm not. I'm honestly not. You have to remember, so much of my collection is just sitting in totes, just rotting away. You have these cartridge games that I could play on anything. You know, it's looking at them, you know, it's cool. It's a cool visual, but it's a visual that I've had for years and years, you know, literally decades now. I'm okay with letting this go to new owners. I'm okay with letting this, you know, new people experience these games and maybe play these games instead of these games just kind of sitting on the shelf and, you know, being played occasionally or being played when I need to do something for a video or something. Like the thing that I just bought plays everything. It plays my PlayStation 3 stuff, but I'm keeping a PlayStation 3. Keeping an Xbox 360. I'm keeping my Xbox Series X. I'm keeping my PlayStation 5. I'm keeping my Nintendo Switches. Like, I'm still going to have access to all the games that I have on these shelves. And actually, I'll have access to more games than are just on these shelves because I'll have full collections and an easier way to play these games. And that's what really matters to me about this. And like the negative comments that I've been getting from people, the conspiracy theorists that make these weird videos that people send me, and I'm like, where did these people get this thought process? I'm not lying about selling off my game collection. I'm not doing this for pity donations. Like I said, if I wanted people's money, if I needed people's help, I would make a GoFundMe, because people like me and people would support me and people would try to help me out in any way that they can, because I've been on this platform for a very long time, giving people free entertainment, talking about video games, doing live streams, hanging out with people. Like, I feel like if people wanted to help me out, they would help me out, but I don't need them to right now. I don't need it. You know, there's bigger causes in the world. There's other people that are struggling, you know, you help them out. You know, you see a GoFundMe for someone, you see a GoFundMe for someone in your town. You see a, a content creator's family member is maybe going through something, like, help them out. Like, I'm good. I am good. Look at me. Bring it in. I'm good. I am happy with this decision. I am completely at peace with this decision. And I'm actually excited to see, because I am keeping a good amount of stuff. I'm excited to see how much stuff I actually have that I'm keeping. And I'm excited to have these shelves get things like figures and different things from my collection that I've never been able to showcase. And, you know, what am I going to do with these shelves? What sort of stuff am I going to put on there? Like, I think it's interesting. I think it's going to be fun, like a redesign of this room. All the toys and stuff, those are all staying. You can't replicate the feeling of a toy or something like that. But when it comes to video games, like, there are ways to play these games, and you can play them just as good as you could get on your console, on your CRT. So retro elitist, yes, I won't be playing my retro games on a CRT TV on original hardware right now, but at least I don't have to worry about disc rot for my Saturn games, or, you know, my expensive NES games explicitly just not working anymore. It's just about convenience for me nowadays. You know, I'm happy. This has been a great journey. It's been fun talking about, you know, the whole selling process. I'm going to document the whole selling process, because the two people that I'm talking to right now both want to videotape the whole thing. You should probably be able to figure out who they are. And, you know, I said, of course, you know, that's cool. You'll make content. I'll make content. We'll all make money off this. So we'll see. I'll definitely make a decision this week, though, and I will keep you guys updated. But I just wanted to clarify what's going on with this situation. You know, it's kind of a process, so things take a little bit of time, but I hope that gives you a little bit more clarity on this. I'm not lying. I'm not doing this for just medical reasons. I'm doing this because I want to do this. It just looks like the timing is because of medical reasons, but honestly, it's not, dudes. Like, I'm good. I'm good. So thank you for checking out this video. If you have any further questions, I don't care at this point. I feel like I've answered everything, and if your question did not get answered, I sincerely apologize to you, and I hope that someone in the comments will help you out and give you, you know, an explanation, you know, understanding where I'm coming from, because a lot of people understand where I'm coming from when I talk about stuff like this. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Sell your video games. Who cares? Make money. Have fun. Later.